Okay, here we go. Welcome back to some more Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. Hope you're all doing well, having a great day, that you had a great week, and have a great weekend. Do something fun, relaxing, hang with friends, family, whatever you enjoy or find fun. So, we rescued the students in the last video, found out Jack was an instructor. For me, she looks really good. I like the look they gave her. The tattoos looking good, the outfit, like especially that little jacket, I like that on a woman, on a female. If you're even supposed to say that even more, but on her. So, like I said, the one thing that I mentioned is there where I destroyed that one power source and Kaylee talked. The one thing that, like I said, how it spoils for me and it's stupid is there. She mentions like the alliances here, Captain Shepard, Commander Shepard, and then when you meet Jack and them, they're like, Shepard, surprised, and like she said, so she called someone, but I didn't know it was you, so that just spoils the immersion for me. And then also I promised to show you, so here we can see. So we've got Alliance, there we've got the Marines, and now at the bottom there's the breach burners. I think we've done that already. But the biotic students from the Grissom Academy have joined the 103rd Marine Division as a support unit. The students focus their biotics into barriers that shield the Marines and help control the flow of the battlefield. So that's also a little bit different depending on what you decide there. That's cool. We've got Kaylee Sanders. So you can just pause and read there. This is quite a lot. And then updated as well, two actually. Some of Grissom Academy's more technical-minded students were saved from Cerberus by Commander Shepard. They've met up with Sanders, contributing their brain power to some of the problems she's been tackling. David Archer is another refugee from Grissom Academy working on a device. Despite his youth, Archer's theories on interstellar cross-modulation have won him respect with the project scientists. And then Jack. And see, there is what her hair looked like in the original. And for me, that looks better than what it does now. So there you can just read with her as well. And that's it. So remember, this is Male Shepard, Paragon, Infiltrator, romanced Ashley in the first one, romanced Miranda in the second one. Wanted to romance Ashley in this one, but she ended up in the hospital and she's at the Citadel, not on the ship. So we'll see how that goes. Seizure warning, lights. So just be careful of that. And also violence. You can see the people's heads explode. But I don't think this episode is going to be that. It's probably going to just be talking because we're heading back to the Citadel.
Yes, Commander.
Despite everything, Primarch, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Commander.
This is the same.
And I know I'm not the first to lose their son to this war. Needless to say, I'm committed to stopping the Reapers.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
And Rex.
Need something, Shepard?
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime.
I had a buddy who got discharged. Category 6 after Eden Prime.
At 6? Damn. Well, if I'd been on Eden Prime, I'd have lost it too.
He fought it, said he was still fit for duty. Last thing he told me was that he was joining Cerberus.
Oh no.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
I'll have a look.
I just got word. Everyone from Grissom Academy has arrived safely.
We wouldn't have known about them if you hadn't caught the distress signal. Nice work.
Thanks, Commander. Commander?
I guess I'll go read the message now after running into the pole. But Joker and Edie.
So Jack's an instructor? I guess anyone who messes with biotic kids gets turned into a small stain on the floor and ceiling. Ooh, and that was Cerberus attacking the academy. Man, that must have been like Christmas for her. Anyway, nice job on getting them out of there.
They were throwing out some impressive biotic power.
Good. We could use some heavy hitters in the biotics department. It'll be good for them too. Biotics face a lot of discrimination. Maybe if they save the galaxy, people will get over their issues.
I didn't expect you to be sensitive about that.
Hey, I'm just tired of them stealing the spotlight from people with actual disabilities. I break ribs if I sneeze too hard. Being able to move crap with your mind is not a handicap.
He's got a point there, I agree with him, but that is funny. Also, it's kind of funny that with even like with the Asari and stuff, how's Biotics still facing discrimination and stuff? That's kind of weird.
Commander?
It is good to know that Jack has thus far survived the Reaper invasion. I have amusing memories of her attempts to insert additions into my reports to the Elusive Man. Most of them centered around inappropriate uses of the word cockpit.
That's Jack for you.
Hello, Shepard.
Oh, message. Okay, Stephen Hackett from Kaylee Sanders. Hey Commander, I didn't have the time to thank you properly after you got us out of the academy, and Admiral Hackett agreed to send us your way. While my students are out on duty, I'm doing what I can to help with the Crucible. It's an amazing project, more advanced than anything I've ever seen before. Some of my more tech-minded kids are staying back to help out too, and watching them work. It's the future, Commander. This project will inform human progress for generations, and they'll have you to thank for it. All my best, Kaylee Sanders. Cool.
Commander?
Bad dog.
Why the bad dog? I don't think my female Shepard ever called it bad.
Commander, I feel terrible about leaving you on Grissom Academy like that.
I did order you to leave.
Yeah, doesn't make me feel any better. I'm just glad it all worked out. Reviewing our maintenance schedules one more time. Everything is in order.
That's good to know.
That Jack is a mean SOB, but kind of hot. If you like that sort of thing.
I do actually.
So, Anderson and Sanders. That's quite a couple. Huh. My dad's last name is Sanders. No relation.
Are you sure?
Hey,
Hey.
Breaking now. The city of 4 million blasted from orbit. Adelaide, Australia is no more. New footage from Earth reveals the Reaper's plans to attack large industrial centers. Which cities are next? Find out inside the battle space.
That's why I don't like the news.
Commander? Do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
No such thing as good news, like they say.
So I hear the elusive man drinks bourbon. It all makes sense now.
What do you mean? You love whiskey.
Hey, Scotch, my dear girl. That scunner drinks American bourbon. Completely different.
He's a psychotic megalomaniac, and you've got problems with his choice of liquor?
You've obviously never experienced the peat aroma of a fine Ely Scotch.
He makes me want to try it now.
Commander?
Power grid is in the green.
And Adams is still just talking about the pipe. You can make sure if we really want to.
Have you found that thermal pipe yet? There's probably a store on the Citadel that carries it.
Crew deck. Okay, everyone seems to be on their normal places.
The private messages terminal has new correspondence.
Thank you. Nothing on here.
It was odd to see an entire academy just for biotic children.
Don't Asari have biotic schools?
Every Asari school includes biotic training programs. It's basic education. Still, those children in the academy were very impressive. I'm sure Jack's proud.
See, I don't really understand from how they explain how you get biotics, how all the Asari almost have biotics. But that's cool. Like for them it's normal.
Perhaps we can talk later.
Sure. Okay. You won't get this for a while unless you find an extranet connection working on Earth. I've made it out to this weapon we're building. The device isn't even halfway complete and it's the most breathtakingly complicated piece of technology I've ever seen. I wish you could see this thing we're creating. Gives me hope. Take care for my sake. Cool, from Kaylee Sanders to David Anderson. I like this one with Jack and Kaylee Sanders as well. Jack. Hey Sanders, checking on the kids. Sanders, how are they, Jack? Jack, they'll do good. This is gonna be long. I kinda got crap to do. Sanders, I wanted to tell you I persuaded some Alliance friends to part with that biotic amp you and the children were testing at Grissom. You can pick it up on the Citadel. Jack, damn, one of the L3X1s. You know how much shit I could tear up with one of those installed? Kaylee, I had an idea. Look after yourself. Jack, yeah, and hey, thanks. So I just think that's funny. But also, one thing that kind of like stands out for me there, didn't you like help her with an L5 in like her crafting thing where you talk to them in Mass Effect 2 where they each have like got something that you can make, research. So I'm just wondering about that.
One of the worst parts of this war is watching the kids react. If they're lucky, they grow up thinking the galaxy is basically a decent place. Some rough spots here and there, but for the most part, life makes sense. Now they find out it was all a lie. They wake up to see these things in the dark that just want to destroy everyone they ever cared about. If they survive, there'll be a lot of angry orphans out there looking for answers. Looks like we beat Cerberus again. Do you think the elusive man fires lieutenants over failures like this, or just lines them up against the wall and gets it over with?
That is an interesting and grim question.
I wish they had had a Grissom Academy for Turians when I was growing up. Always wanted to learn how to paint. Now I mostly paint walls with Reaper blood. Not the same, but it's a living.
That is weird for me. It's funny, but we came up with that line.
Not right now.
This is probably going to be the same.
Certainly possible. Would require strengthening exercises. Get muscles to support weaker bone structure.
Commander.
I Nothing from her. Remember to feed the fish. And then we're out of here. And to the Citadel. Yes, no dead fish. Woo! And no one to call up. Okay, let's go. We'll interact with the space hamster another time. Okay, nothing new there.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, so you can see once again with the map, but Cortez is right, he's there in the corner.
So, you're just signing it
Remember, you asked him to come to the Citadel. Also, be ready with the trigger. It's a pretty quick one.
You finally made it off the Normandy.
Glad I did. Even with the chaos of all the refugees, seeing so many ships in flight is comforting. Gets me thinking. Hey, a Turian frigate. I think that's the PFS Havenkal.
What's one Turian warship doing at the Citadel?
Looking for dry dock, I bet. She's seen battle. Look at the waiver in her drive core emissions. Alone, limping, looking for a haven. Maybe it would have been better to just go down fighting, like their families back home.
Are you talking about the Turians or yourself?
I should have been there. With Robert.
I'm glad you weren't. You'd be dead, and we'd never have met.
Yeah. That's the one good thing from all this. I'm glad to serve with you, Shepard.
That might just be friendly, but like I say, I don't like the conversation between them. We must survive. We must get vengeance.
The lives of future generations rest on those Turians' shoulders. On our shoulders. Nobody is giving up. Not those Turians, not me, not you.
If anyone can pull this all together, it's you.
Is that an Alliance cruiser? What's it doing here?
That's the SSV London. Decommissioned years ago. Look, no guns. Refugees must have salvaged her from a shipyard. Geneva-class cruisers always had ezo cores like granite.
People find a way to survive.
Do whatever it takes to see another day. Gotta let go. For real this time. The refugees here put up a memorial wall. They leave mementos of lost loved ones. I was thinking maybe...
What's stopping you?
Nothing. I mean... Let me think about it. Your suggestion to come out here was a good one, Commander. I needed this.
So one thing that's impressive for me is how does he, even the Turian ships, he knows, like, maybe he sees the name, but flying past there, how does he know which one is which? And knowing even the Turian ship names, that is kind of ridiculous, but I love how this looks here, and you can actually see the Normandy. It's quite the view. Yeah, I think I'm going to the hospital first.
Welcome,
now.
Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
And we'll take it from there.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
And this one's still the same. And unfortunately, Fane is also nothing new.
Hello again, Commander. Here to see our patient?
What's cool for me is you can come talk to her every time here and get an update on Ashley. It's or Caden. So it's every time different.
How's Ashley doing?
Very well. Her rate of recovery is amazing. I still want to keep her under observation, but she should be fit for duty soon.
And then these are still the same as well.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
Okay, so remember the Grissom Academy stuff you got? Here.
I overheard you talking. Grissom Academy is gone. But I found this while I was there.
What is this? Yes, these are tailored to human physiology, but with a few alterations, they should work for the Asari as well. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you. Tell Matriarch Athena that our huntresses should have the upgrades waiting for them on their next shore leave. No, they were very easy to scale. The humans made some amazing breakthroughs.
Cool, cool. And then I think it's only Ashley. She's up and dressed.
Good to see you up and around.
Yeah,
Everything all right?
I guess. Oh, I took Udina's offer.
Spectre status. Congratulations.
Seems small compared to what's going on.
You ready for the responsibilities of a Spectre?
Doesn't feel real yet. Maybe it'll sink in. I don't know what duties I'll have. Everything's a mess right now. What do you think of all this?
It's window dressing.
You're a fine soldier with an impressive record. You deserve this.
Thanks. That means a lot coming from you. He said we'll have the official ceremony soon. Once I'm out of here.
And after? Any plans to come back to the Normandy?
If I have anything to say about it, yes.
I'm glad. You feeling better?
I'm fine. Other than the pile of paperwork the doc's gonna throw at me. Sorry I'm so distracted, Shepard. It's just...
What's going on?
I heard from my mom. They got out in time. They're okay.
Good. That's good news.
It is.
Did your sister make it to the Citadel?
She did. But... her husband was killed in action.
I'm sorry, Ash.
Thanks. Yeah. Sarah wasn't much for the military life. We were all surprised when they got married.
It's just the start. These Renegade ones are so negative. Everyone's affected.
I wonder how many families are getting torn apart by the Reapers.
I don't want to think about it. Seems hopeless sometimes.
Don't blame yourself for this, Ashley.
I know. But I'm her big sis, you know? In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed.
What's that from?
Invictus by Henley. One of my dad's sappy poets.
It's about not giving up.
Right. My sister wants to do a thing at the memorial. Nothing fancy. Just some words about the family. It'll be tough.
Keep me posted, all right?
Will do. And thanks, Shepard.
Okay, and that's it. But that's bad. The poor sister.
It's quiet up here. Weird that it's so peaceful here with what's going on. Anxious to get back at it. Great view. Saw a few places down there I'd like to check out. It's quiet up here.
Okay, cool. So maybe our romance still has a chance.
Excellent. No, not at all. I'm just glad we'll be able to help your people.
I think that's in reply for what you got him.
You can replace my leg, right?
And that's still the same. Okay, cool.
Shepard. Please select a destination.
Let's go city embassies first.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Oh, yes, now we can deliver this news.
Yes, his squad did return. I could, but they ignored me and refused to even look me in the eye. Why won't you help me? I simply want my son found. Tell me you have found my son.
Not yet.
My apologies. Thank you for looking.
Come on, I got the tags.
What I need is I can't make no word on this. But those assumptions merely leave my son stranded in enemy territory.
Oh, that sucks. I grabbed the tags. Well, anyways, now you can see how it works. I wonder what happened there. Something went wrong with the save or something. Okay. So this one, instructors at Grissom Academy have requested facilities on the Citadel to train young students who escaped the attack on the school but who are not yet ready to join the older students in combat. Citadel authorities will find room for the students if a Spectre approves the request. Authorize. And war assets, Citadel Defense Force. Okay, so as you see, there it is. Now it's normally 1,000 credits. It's a little bit discount because I've got that one store discount. But this is so annoying. Alliance soldier Belial Osaba, the son of Ambassador Dominic Osaba, is missing in action on Benning and presumed dead. Civilians engaged in black market trades with occupying Cerberus troops have been able to procure the dog tags of fallen Alliance soldiers, and obtaining proof of Belial's death would ease his father's mind. To maintain deniability of black market trafficking, the dog tags should be presented as though the Spectre personally retrieved them from Belial Osaba's body. Interesting. I'm so bummed about this. And it's not that it cost the credits, it's that I did get it. But now at least you saw how it works if you do miss something like that.
Yes, I have spoken to you before. Why do you refuse to help me? If it's possible that my son Bilal is alive, I will not rest until he's found. Have you found my son?
I found your son's body in the slums on Benning. He sacrificed himself to save his squad.
I see. Their guilt made them avoid me. They should feel honored by his sacrifice. I know that I do. Thank you, my friend.
Using Hades Gamma as a staging area, Reaper forces have rapidly expanded into
Okay, Thane. Palawan and Liara. And there's Killy Chambers again. Okay, so
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please
let's go to the bar. I might cut and paste here again.
Arriving at ward level purgatory.
Okay, so this is Allison over here. It's kind of sad that conversation doesn't change after you authorized it.
Don't mean to interrupt you, but I found these schematics. They're pretty old, but maybe they could help you?
Oh. Those really are old, but solid. We could totally convert our current systems to this. Thanks.
You got that from that the on Tuchanka with the big guns, that energy thing there.
I'm almost done with the system upgrade. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be amazing. Hey, could we maybe give a portion of our profits to a Krogan charity? I mean, it's old, but we are using their tech, right?
Well, that's actually cool. I like her. Okay, so this is where I might cut and paste. Their conversation is a little bit different here now.
Everyone have a drink? Yeah?
Raise a glass, boys. Bilal Osoba. Only on account of him do I still draw breath.
Bilal Osoba, one brave son of a bitch.
Here, here.
Okay, so their conversation doesn't change. There's nothing in the bar, so just going to, I'll paste here where I'm coming to the next area.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select the
Let's
destination.
go to the comments.
One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Okay, we can go to Bar Lavarn.
I rescued those soldiers from Reaper territory.
Excellent work. The Shadow Broker has authorized me to offer you a finder's fee for his guard's safety. And now that our business is concluded, I have to tend to some other engagements. Goodbye, Commander. And may I say, good luck. Selling now would be unwise. I'm aware of what's happening. Offload them into the Motan cluster. And then I'd advise traveling someplace safer.
Okay, cool. This is where you buy the pipe. There's the pipe, but I'm holding off on that.
Please visit any of our LCOS Combine affiliate branches for any and all personal needs.
I guess it doesn't matter how I do it. I just need to tell them about it.
You can quickly see if we can talk to Liara.
Hello, Shepard.
Nothing about the Shadow Broker stuff I just got.
Nice to see you.
Okay. Now, like I said, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I've read that where I told you in number 2, the Shadow Broker, you have to do that and watch those videos. So this has to do with that, according to some of the walkthroughs. But let's go talk to this person over here, Athena, or Theta.
Hey, I remember you. Shepard, right? Heard you're fighting the Reapers.
Matriarch Athena. You were working on Ilium. How'd you end up here?
Nah. With the Reapers making noise, I figured it was time to get somewhere safer. So I moved here.
I don't think so. I've seen some video footage of you looking at Liara.
Yeah. matriarch Benazia was her mother.
Okay, this is just for conversation, but it is kind of stupid asking this. Also, yeah. Interesting.
You mean you were her other mother, right?
No, I didn't pop her out. Hell, she never even met me.
Sorry. If you were human, you'd both be called the mother, regardless of which one gave birth.
Well, I'm not human, am I? Anthropocentric bag of dicks.
And I'm not going to say you shouldn't spy on her. I'm going to say you should talk to her.
Liara would love to meet you.
Why? She doesn't even know me from a hole in the ground. Benazia ran off before the kid was born. Besides, this isn't charity work. She's one of the biggest intel brokers in the galaxy. And she's got some shady connections. Like a boyfriend who used to work for Cerberus.
I only worked with Cerberus to fight the Reapers.
And you're not with him now. I know. If you were, you wouldn't get within a light year of Liara.
Is that a threat?
I'm no commando, but I've had 1,000 years to learn to fight dirty. Nobody messes with my girl. Anyway, you combine her work with Benazia and... well, the matriarchs might have ordered a hit. I hadn't agreed to keep an eye on her.
I bet she'd like to meet you.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Okay, on the one hand, I went with the trigger just to defend myself that I didn't with working with the Reapers, but it's kind of stupid that I've never shown any interest in Liara, and they say I'm her boyfriend and with the female Shepard girlfriend. I didn't pull the renegade trigger there because then you say something in the line of like, no one touches my girl or something. It's like, she's not my girl. I get being defensive for your friend, but like I says, that's something that's a little bit stupid for me. But it's very interesting that you're actually meeting her father. Now, let's go talk to Liara.
Bartender over there?
The matriarch hired by the Asari government to track my movements?
She's your father.
I know.
Of course you do. It's like she just spoils all of my fun.
You know.
I'm a very good information broker.
And you haven't talked to her about spying on you?
If I did that, they might send someone who wasn't as sympathetic to me. Besides, this is hardly the time for family reunions.
Okay, so you can go if it's your choice, and I'm not sure if she goes then or not, but make Liara talk to her.
Liara.
Oh, fine.
Okay, and this is actually a conversation where you can run back and forth and get it. So I'm going to do that quickly until we get to the repeat.
Come on. Can't blame the matriarchs for keeping an eye on you.
I am not my mother.
You did threaten to flay someone alive with your mind.
I had to make them take me seriously. I wasn't going to actually do it. And... you bugged my office on Ilium.
That'd be the logical conclusion. Yeah. The matriarchs aren't gonna do anything to you. Especially in the middle of this damn war.
My reports don't show much activity from the Asari military against the Reapers.
Come on. You know how Asari work. Infiltration and sabotage.
But against Reaper forces, that's...
I know. About as useful as tits on a hen are. Good thing we've got the Turians and the Krogan to do the heavy lifting. Our people just aren't built for the front ranks. So, yeah. My dad was a Krogan.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
So, that makes you a quarter Krogan.
That's not how it works.
I'm 1,000 years old. I've had kids with Hanar. Don't tell me how Asari reproduction works.
Wait. I have a half-sister who's part Hanar.
I thought that wasn't how it worked.
Some of them are kind of funny.
All I'm saying is if you feel the urge to headbutt something, it's genetic.
I have never wanted to headbutt anything.
Really? Not even a little bit? Come on.
I do not headbutt people.
All right, fine. Don't go all blood rage on me.
Or what? You'll tell the other matriarchs to order a hit.
Hey, that's not gonna happen. Nazi and I were together for more than a century.
You loved her?
Of course I loved her. She was so smart. Always thinking. Nice, too. Hell of a lot nicer than I am. And damn, that rack. I mean, even before she hit the matriarch stage.
You don't need to tell me everything.
She is not shy.
Nazi was the only one who ever listened to me when I said the Asari were stuck in the past. Only difference was I wanted us to stand on our own. She wanted alliances with the other species.
Is that why?
Why it ended? Nah. Well, maybe. I don't know. Mostly it ended because she wanted to solve things a smart way. I wanted to fight.
Those aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah. I hear you've racked up quite a body count. But then, you are a quarter Krogan.
Now you're doing it on purpose.
She's kind of hung up on that part of her lineage.
It was pretty clear she was leaving. Can't be the wise counselor when you're married.
Why not?
Sex appeal. No species only pay attention if they want to have sex with you. So, you have to be available, mysterious.
What? That's not true. Shepard listens to me.
I've seen the way you look at each other. Surprised your panties haven't caught fire.
Do you have to make it sound so tawdry?
If it's all civilized, you're not doing it right.
That end there is pretty cool. But once again, like, I've never even, like, shown any interest in Liara.
I made her promise to let you go your own way, though. No matter what she wanted.
Really?
I knew you'd be special, kid. Any daughter of hers. I told her, you're treating her like a baby bird, Nezzy. She's gonna raise one hell of a storm with those little wings.
Little wing?
You okay?
Yes. Thanks.
Now, if you remember when you fight Benezia in number 1 and win, she actually calls her my little wing or little wing. That's the name Benezia had for her.
Better to remember her like this than as whatever she turned into with that Saren bastard.
It wasn't her fault. She was trying to stop Saren, guide him as a force of good. But she was indoctrinated.
Look, I heard stories about the Reapers messing with your head.
They're more than stories. I've seen it. Every Cerberus soldier is a Reaper slave. She fought it with every fiber of her being. She even broke free and helped Shepard on Noveria before she died. I was there. She said I'd made her proud.
All this time, I blame Nezzy for it. 1,000 years old and I still don't know crap. Thanks for telling me.
Now we're getting into the emotional stuff.
Just take care of yourself out there, okay, kid?
I will, Dad.
Hey. I've called a few friends. Commandos. Eclipse girls who owe me some favors. They're all yours. Just tell them where to go.
You're giving me Asari commandos?
Well, you're too old for me to buy you a damn pony.
You're the best father a girl could wish for.
That's funny. Also, as soon as you like have Liara go talk to her, you would have seen there popped up like a war asset. It's those commandos.
Come on. Can't blame the matriarchs
Okay,
for
so that's
keeping
the
an eye
repeat.
on you.
I am not my mother.
And then let's go deliver some bad news.
I had to make them take me seriously.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop. All proceeds from today's purchases go to...
Excuse me. I'm sorry. You need to hear this.
Oh, Blue Rose of Helium. If these humble words reach you, then I have joined my ancestors.
No, no, no.
My dream was to be by your side, a weed beside your beauty, twining together in the warm Tachanka sun.
Oh, Char.
But if my last days must be with Krant instead of kindness, still I will remember the perfume of your scent and the soft touch of your petals. Let my broken bones build a wall around your garden, so you and the flower we planted together can grow safe and strong.
Thank you. I need to go.
That is sad, especially after helping them in the second one to get together. You give that message to her anyways, even if you did tell them to break up. It might be a little bit different. I don't know it for word. But there at the end with the my broken bones be the wall around our garden. That is sad. Okay, I think that is everything over here.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
I think this is the only place I haven't been yet.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24, emergency civilian housing.
Can I ask, where were you?
Okay, Kelly Chambers.
Well, I followed your advice. What do you think of my new look?
I prefer redheads. Hot as always. I'm sorry, didn't she look like this anyways?
You always look great, Kelly.
Oh, you. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like me, but I guess that's the point. Kelly Chambers is no more. Citadel records now show me as Felicia Hannigan of the mining vessel Typhoon.
Pleased to meet you, Felicia.
No, you can call me Kelly. These refugees have no place to go. These refugees have no place to go.
Okay, and Garrus.
What about the food we were promised?
It's been allocated to the Presidium.
Then contact Commander Bailey over at CSEC. Tell him Garrus Vicarian would consider it a personal favor if he could reallocate the shipment so these people don't starve.
Cool, you go, Garrus. I think that is it for the Citadel.
Dr. Shepard. One moment, please.
You can go see.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Well, I said, as far as I know, this guy, his conversation never
I
changes.
expect you're curious about Lieutenant Commander Williams.
Ashley said you offered her Spectre status, and that she accepted it.
It is true. The Council is in dire need of loyal agents. Williams is among the first of many.
This won't end well. But okay, I was actually surprised with this conversation.
It's about time someone recognized Ashley's contribution.
Yes, her service record speaks for itself. She's a survivor, a warrior, and most importantly, she is incorruptible. I will be keeping her close. Do not worry. The time, my schedule has a way of catching up to me. Will this be all?
Okay, we can see with this investigation thing.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
See, so that is for me, I'm sorry, it's like stupid that doesn't change. Political situation.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
Anderson would be proud, so long as you deliver. You think you can do that?
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's calm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all they're worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
So see, that's like, even with the
go.
progress, that
I'll be here.
doesn't change. That's kind of silly for me.
It never rains, but it pours, eh, Shepard?
That bad, huh?
Things here are getting tense. So many refugees scuttling about, rumors flying about the war. People are walking around eyeballing each other, and we can't keep up with the reports on suspicious behavior.
Okay, that at least is a little bit different.
What's the Citadel's pulse regarding the war?
I think all the reports are starting to sink in. You can only live in denial so long.
You either wake up or die. Either way.
Yeah. You know, one good thing about people having their heads up their asses is the quiet. No, there's no more quiet. Everybody's openly suspicious of everybody else, and they're not timid about yelling about it.
Okay, that's a little bit different at least.
Anything important going on around here?
You kidding? With the Reapers running roughshod through the galaxy, it seemed like the Council is in constant session. We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here than ever before pleading their cases. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
Is the immigration situation any better?
It's worse. The more destruction the Reapers sow, the more ships come looking for salvation. The strain on our resources is overwhelming.
Okay, so it's cool that there's a little bit difference here.
You got loved ones out there?
Somewhere. Ex-wife I lost track of, and a son and daughter. They're still on Earth.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm losing myself and things I can control. And at the moment, that means creating the illusion of security here.
We both have jobs to do, Bailey. I suggest we do them.
Yep. Good talking to you, Shepard.
Okay, cool. So that is where I'm going to end the video. Next, we'll get back to the Normandy. And then it is priority to Chanka. So be well, have a great day, have a great weekend, and see you in the next video.